Well, welcome back to the channel. It's absolutely been a while, and yeah, we're back out in the snow. Anyone that saw the last video, we had to call it quits. I was up in Snowdonia, and the conditions turned really bad. It was forecast, but yeah, I had to call it quits on that. I wasn't willing to risk the tent. So yeah, from a disastrous snow camp, fingers crossed, to something that looks like it's going to be an idyllic snow camp. Fantastic area. I really enjoy coming here, and when it's covered in the snow and ice, it transforms it into something really magical. So fantastic conditions, and I'm really lucky to have that. I'm also lucky to be testing out the new MSR Hubba Hubba HD tent. This is a more robust, heavy duty version of the new Hubba Hubba LT, the light version. It's got stronger poles, more robust fabrics, and less mesh, so it's going to be, fingers crossed, nice and warm and cozy. Plenty of room. I've done lots of research on the tent, and I'm looking forward to using it. It's going to be the first time I've pitched it, the first time I've slept in it, and I'm really looking forward to it. In terms of weather forecast, whilst it looks nice at the moment, the winds this evening, as always on my videos, are forecast to pick up around 40 mile an hour gusts, potentially 45. So it's going to be a good test for the tent. It does come with 9.3mm DAC NSL poles, so in theory it should be absolutely fine. It's a 3-season tent, so we'll see how it performs. There's some more snow forecast overnight, so if it adds to this already spectacular and almost lunar-like landscape here on the moorland plateau, well then it'll be even better. So yeah, I'm going to give it a bit longer, wait for some of the hikers to pass away, and not literally, I'll keep that in, to get off the hill, and I'll get the tent pitched. It's in a pitch first, really easy. So hub system, it's pretty similar to the Access, and absolutely easy to pitch, and you can't go wrong with it. So we'll give it a little while longer, and then we'll get the tent pitched. Well, there we are, good looking tent. Hubba Hubba, great name, HD. So the more heavy duty variant, the LT, bit lighter, but this is for people who want extra peace of mind, and they were probably going to be going out in some more testing conditions. Nice colour, nice colours fly, and you've got these gutters which run down the length of the door. There's nothing more annoying, is there, than when you zip up your porch door, a load of water just drips onto everything underneath. It looks good. I'm going to get my pack in. We'll have a little look around inside. The temperatures are already beginning to drop, and we don't want to just be hanging around, but the barren moorland plateau, looking out across to the trough and the forest of Bowland and Blackpool Tower just out there in the distance. Absolutely fantastic. You can relax now the tent's up, just take it all in. Yorkshire, some of the iconic peaks there, Whernside, Ingleborough, Pen-y-Ghent. Fantastic visibility today. Starting to cloud over just a bit now, but this is what it's all about for me, especially when the walkers just head off. Total solitude, and we'll see what the weather brings in our shelter. So just a quick one to illustrate the room. 65 litre, big bulky Osprey pack. It absolutely fits in with ease there, with a lot of room to spare. Loads of pairs of boots, a little beer, whatever, and you've got two of them. You can see the nice tape seams. So yeah, just a quick one to show you the room in your porches or your vestibules. Ridiculous pack weight as usual on my camps. I think winter anyway, you're snookered, aren't you? You're always going to take a bit more on your winter camps. It wouldn't be an MCM camp without a little bit of cheese we've got some new beers on this one. The Terminator, Allura, had it on the last October camp, and the King of Terrors. So yeah, and we've got that lovely toffee nut latte. I thought I'd treat myself because it's been a while, so I'll probably have a few of them and then just fall asleep because I'm just not used to it anymore. But yeah, the Nordisk down slippers comes in very handy because this floor, it's like sitting, well, it's like sitting on ice. I am sitting on ice, so you get them on and keep your little feet warm. It's about staying dry and staying warm, because when you've lost the heat and you've stopped moving around, that's it, your body's just beginning to cool down. So the art of staying insulated and preserving the heat that you do have and stopping yourself getting wet and colder. Obviously we get out, we'll have a little wander around and warm up later, but yeah, I normally just close it back up and put it back down on the waterproof cover just to save it getting soaked. That's just my little thing. Top tip, there we go. And that just stops the fabric getting absolutely soaked. All the straps are in there, so if that snow melts, it's fine. Our pack is protected. A few bits in there, stop it blowing away. Got snow grips for tomorrow for the descent in case the path is frozen. Some spikes. Well, it's time for the first beer, and it is very, very cold now. Any comments about you shouldn't be drinking alcohol, you shouldn't have a beer? Listen, I don't care anymore. I don't make many videos. I'm not interested in anyone else's comments. They're ridiculous. I just don't care. I come out and do what I like, and this is what I've done all my life. Never changed. I'm never going to change. My birthday soon, 44, a couple of weeks time, and I couldn't care less. So I just come and make the videos I want. I come and do what I want. Probably at that stage in my life now where, frankly, I just don't give a toss anymore. I used to get bothered about what people wrote on YouTube, and you know, it used to sometimes get to me. Anyone that says it doesn't is probably not telling the truth. However, at this stage in my life now, and you know, the current climate, everything else, I just could not care less what anyone else thinks in the negative. You know, if you don't like it, it's that simple, isn't it? Just don't watch. But the first beer is an Allura by the St Ives Brewery. I had this with, well, we've only ever had one can with Michael and Matt on October camp a couple of months ago in Sykeside in the Lake District. I am looking forward to going back to the Lake District soon with my kids. We're heading up to a lovely site by Ullswater. There's actually a few snow showers falling now on the Longridge area, so I'm going to open this and get my gloves back on. But it's a lovely pale ale. We had some disastrous beers on October camp, but this one, pleased to say, is nice. Yeah, it's a double hopped IPA, but if you see it, it's a really good one. Now out in the distance, I will turn you around. There are some snow showers falling, and that's what's forecast here. Just at the base of that, that area there. It's not, obviously I can't zoom, but I can just see under those clouds that there is snow falling on some of those higher fells. So for our meal, we've got something different. It's not a pasta bolognese, so don't worry about that. It's a chicken tikka with rice, an Expedition Foods meal. I've never had this one. Walshy saw it and sent me a message saying it's quite hot, but I'm hoping, well, yeah, that's a good thing. I could do with warming up a little bit. But yeah, just been relaxing, listening to some classic FM on the radio and watching it slowly cloud over from the west. Yeah, there are now extensive showers falling. You can see like the veil underneath the distant clouds, so that's nice. I do think it's thawed a little bit throughout the course of the day, but it's dropped now, so it's not going to thaw anymore. It's actually starting to freeze the surface. So nice evening meal. We've got a couple of beers, we'll listen to some podcasts, and as always, bring you along for the views and the ride. Culinary mastery about to happen. Clearly not, those of you that watch this channel. We are going to boil some water and pour it into a pouch, and I'll refer to it as cooking. This time chicken tikka with rice. It's the double portion, the double serving, so it's 1,000 calories or thereabouts. Never had this one, and I'm going to assume that Walshy is correct when he says it's quite spicy, but yeah, just been relaxing. It's very, very cold out there now. That wind, that breeze is bitingly cold, so it's time to get some hot food down us. When your body starts digesting food, that will raise your core temperature somewhat. I've got another beer. Oh no, what am I going to do? This time it's a Terminator 6%. I've never had this one. Not a fan of the artwork, albeit it is a little bit, you know, classic 80s movie genre. So there you go, look at that. In terms of cookware, well, it's the new MSR Titan kettle, albeit I've had it for a good while now. It's the 900mm version, and that is used to store everything I need. A bit of a sponge, a ferrocerium rod, aka a fire steel, and the EOE Cabaltum remote stove. I've took a remote one, I don't know why, it was just in there, to be fair. I've got much faster stoves, but I like to switch things up, other than my cooking skills. So I like to use different bits of equipment. I've collected a lot over the years. Yeah, so I like to give it all a dusting off every now and again. But this is a well, it's still a remote canister stove because it remotely attaches to the canister. It's got a preheating tube. I've reviewed this years and years ago. It just warms the gas before igniting it, so it makes it a bit more efficient. That's all. So yeah, water in there, get the stove on the go. Pretty simple, you can't get it wrong. And boil up some water. You've always got to double check. I always forget to take the little sachet of little dehydrating stuff out as well. So yeah, I'll get it boiled up and we'll see what it's like. I don't have to, but I'm gonna put it on this Hulterfor's Trekker's Companion. Just want to make sure that's level or thereabouts. Yeah, that'll do. Nice little setup this, to be fair. It's really simple. Simple is best when it's cold and you just want to get done. I always start them off a bit low. Just give it a minute to heat that brass tube because it's very, very cold in here. A bit of a lively one. That's nice. Got a bit of a hazy IPA vibe to it. But yeah, very nice, very refreshing. It will go very well with this curry. And I was in York last weekend and the cracking time there, and I went to the Mumbai Lounge. I don't know if anyone is from that neck of the woods. Fantastic staff, really attentive, absolutely brilliant, fantastic service, lovely food, and a really nice curry. So yeah, shout out to the Mumbai Lounge in York. Some cracking pubs and bars there. Pivney, favourite of mine in the Shambles. House of Trembling Madness, normally go there, but didn't have the opportunity. But it's a fantastic little city to go round for a bit of a drinking session. Always good. I don't even know what I'm doing with this head torch. I've had this one for a while, but they have different combinations of button presses and stuff like that. So this is, yeah, doing its thing. I've just let all the hot air out. Okay, so we're on a rolling boil. Exciting stuff. I was watching Going Solo the other night, cooking up some culinary delights in his Hilleberg in the Lake District, and here I am pouring some water into a plastic pouch. I'm definitely going to have to, in some, I shouldn't even be using that as an excuse, in some better weather, mix it up a bit. But yeah, this smells absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I've never had this one, so it's always exciting, isn't it, to try something nice. Absolute steam fest. It's like a sauna in here. Again, I just show this A because it's habit, but B, it's worked for me over many years. It's just a routine that I'm used to, and I end up doing the same thing because pretty much it just works. So I've got our meal there in a plastic bag just to stop any spillages in this insulator pouch from Valley and Peak. Just cinch the end up there, and it's just a case of waiting for that to do its thing. It just rehydrates 5 minutes, and then in the meantime, put it in your lap, put it between your legs, put it in your sleeping bag, whatever. Just use the heat of that. It's thinking a little bit outside the box, getting some kind of dual use out of your hot water, your food. Just use it as a hand warmer. 5 minutes to wait. It's not going to be long, that. And yeah, we'll have this, enjoy another beer. We'll go, you never know, it might start snowing a bit earlier. We might get lucky and we'll go out and enjoy it and get some footage. Well, the moment of suspense, and don't worry, put the microphone up there. I absolutely hate eating on camera. Yeah, and the worst thing you can do is have a microphone right by your mouth. It's horrendous. So I've put it on the roof of the tent, so there you go. To the squeamish viewers, I've catered for your needs there. A lovely warming pouch of something. See, those insulator pouches, they do actually work. It's absolutely boiling. Let's see what it looks like. It's a shame you haven't got a nice garlic naan to go with this. A big massive bottle of kingfisher or cobra, whatever. But there you go. It does look really nice, to be fair. I can't see what you're seeing, and again, it's an action camera, so this time of year you've got to make do with this kind of footage. But that's exactly what we want. Freezing cold out there, cold in the tent, feet are cold. We need a nice warming curry and a lovely ice cold IPA to go with it. So as always, cheers to the great outdoors. Get out and enjoy it. Get the younger generation out there. Come and do this. Let's get off the screens. Let's get back into nature and reconnect with the outdoors and all the benefits that that brings. Cheers, everyone. I don't know if you can hear that, but the wind is absolutely howling the other side of that wall. So good tactical decision. It's definitely a chilly one tonight. It's bitterly cold with that wind, but I am nice and toasty in here under this quilt. I've attached the little cordage, the elastic cords underneath, just to stop any drafts, and that's made a massive difference. I'm just having this toffee nut latte imperial stout. I've got classic FM on again, just totally relaxing. I obviously can't play that for copyright reasons, but yeah, just enjoying a bit of cheddar, some smoked applewood, and a packet of peanuts before I turn in for the night. It's been really nice to get back out. It's always nice to test out a new tent. As people know, if they've followed me for a while, this place is really, you know, there's a lot of memories here for me. You know, my children, their first wild camps up here, and yeah, it's a special place. So to come up here and get snow on the top, it doesn't happen often, because we're quite close to the sea here. Again, I always sort of say thanks to those who are sticking with the channel. I know I'm not putting out as much content as I used to. It's not for any other reason than I can't. I'm working and I'm looking after the kids. I'm working and I'm looking after the kids, and that's it all the time. So you know, I get pretty much no free time to myself. It's only when people help me out I get, you know, the opportunity to come out and do things like this that I love. So it's fantastic to be back out. Not sure when the next one's going to be, but plans for 2026, get to some different locations, use some, you know, lighter kit, try and cut out the weight. I know I've had a few beers on this one, but like I say, in general life, I don't have that anymore. So I'll always probably take a couple of cans on a wild camp, just to just to enjoy and have a bit of a toast to the places I love being in. So I am going to shut up and enjoy the rest of that, put the radio back on, and if anything amazing happens or catastrophic, I will bring you back, and if not, I will see you in the morning, and hopefully we've got a little bit more snow, but bear in mind the forecast, 45-mile-an-hour winds throughout the night, so we'll see how that one pans out. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Completely buried. Decent little drift. totally frozen. What I'm going to do is shut them vents. We've definitely had significant snowfall overnight. Wow. A proper camp, finally. Look at this. It's actually, yeah. So that was a nice warm night's sleep. I was very comfortable. I have to say that when you use the tabs on the sleeping the quilt, you know, when you use those tabs that attach it to the underside of the mat, and it holds the quilt against you, cinch that draw cord up. No drafts. It was nice and warm. My feet warmed up nicely. Again, just sort of caveat this video to say this is quite obviously a 3-season tent. These conditions that I'm camping in are not 3-season, they are 4-season conditions. So when you've got a tent where the fly sheet doesn't extend all the way to the ground, you are going to get wind driven snow in there. It's just you know, because there's nothing there, of course that's going to happen. So it would have been sensible of me to move my boots into the inner, or you know, just take a bin bag and put your boots in a bin bag and just fold it so you know, it's trapped upside down and there's nothing going to get in. But it's fine, just gave them a dust off. So yeah, what great conditions, really atmospheric out there. The visibility is terrible. I'm going to have my spikes on for the descent. It's really steep and rocky, so it's going to be very icy, that path. So yeah, I'm going to get a brew on and get packed away and yeah, get this one to a close. But it's been fantastic. The tent has been very stable in some. Throughout the night the winds were really strong. I'm glad I was the other side of this wall. That's just common sense, isn't it? A bit of, you know, campcraft. I don't exercise that all the time intentionally, but you should do. And yeah, the tent's been absolutely fine. Nice bit of ventilation in here, nice and dry. I'd left the vents open overnight, so a bit of that wind driven snow has gone onto the underside of the vents, but I've just given the mesh a little bit of a wipe and everything's fine. Nice and dry on the floor, comfortable and very roomy. So let's get a brew on. My tips for, you know, winter camping are, I would say to most people who are thinking about doing it for the first time, is just to go to an all year round campsite. You know, be realistic, go and have a go there, and you know, worst case scenario, you've got your vehicle or you're at a campsite. If you don't like it, you're freezing, your kit lets you down, you know, you're not going to get yourself into any difficulty. If you go for the first time on the top of a summit plateau, you've got a whole range of things potentially having you. You're navigating, coming down difficult, snowy and icy terrain. It's a totally different ball game in the winter. So, you know, that for me is a foolproof way of, you know, camping in winter. Or if you've got a back garden, as simple as it sounds, go and sleep in the back garden if it's snowy and icy, and, you know, and see what it's like there. I'm going to enjoy this coffee and we'll be packing away, and I'll speak to you when we're outside the tent. We'll have another look round. Still going. Oh God. Come on, Peg. Hiding all the way. Get out. Well, that's it. Don't know why I'm shouting. The end of another fantastic wild camp. Little bit of a testing one, and that's exactly what I wanted. And a great night in a fantastic shelter by MSR, the Hubba Hubba HD. Again, don't forget, these conditions are, there's no question, this is 4-season camping weather, and I've come out in a 3-season tent. It's not designed for this, but I was more than comfortable, so for me that demonstrates its ability in the conditions and seasons which it was designed for. Really livable and a very relaxing and roomy night. I've had a great time. I don't know when the next one's going to be, but as I always say, let's get our younger generation out there. I'm passionate about getting our children, our younger people out into the outdoors, away and off the screens, unless of course they're watching videos, to hopefully inspire them to come out wild camping, because they are the future of this. They're the future of our outdoor places, and if we can get them interested in it from a young age, hopefully they'll grow up, have careers in the outdoors and look after it, these amazing places. So that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Look after yourselves and take care.